What's up guys, this is Shan and today is another episode of Asking Sean. And for this episode, we're gonna address a question by Shan AK. So I'm gonna just read the email. I'm a 19-year-old boy. Everybody in my family would like to advise my dad to buy a new house. We saw Dahlia Semi-D in Tropicana Aman. Can you tell me more about the property in terms of quality? My dad would also like to look into the option of buying a land and building a house. Any advice on it? How can we go about it? Wow! For a 19-year-old kid, right, it's remarkable that you want to address real estate issues. So, question 1 about Dahlia, right, I only visited the show unit because there was no access to the construction site, so I cannot advise in terms of quality yet. However, there's some controversial about Tropicana properties now, if you know. Question 2, buying a land and building your own house and buying an existing new property, right? What's the difference? Actually, it's a lot of difference. And number 1 is how much money you have. Cash, right? So in terms of cash, because you need to buy land, then you need to get contractors, get architects and pay them in terms of cash and to construct all of them. So like 500,000 or 600,000 in terms of construction costs, right? Then your land infra and things like that. So your upfront capital will be a lot and very heavy for land. But if you buy existing one, sometimes you don't even need like 5%. So if like for a 1 million property, you can pay maybe like 50,000 or even 30,000 to actually own one unit already. And it's new and you are protected by the government. Then you can complain to the developer within 24 months like if anything is wrong and things like that. So you get a lot of treatments, and then now you get the security, you get the facilities, a lot more things. The second thing you need to think about is actually how familiar is your father regarding construction. So because a lot of people thought that the land, right, it depends also. Is it just like empty land across the street, or is it within a development? Because some developers do sell developable land, meaning they only sell land but all infra ready, meaning a lot of people do not think about this. Like when you build a house, right, where does the electric come from? Where does the data come from? Where does the sanitary, meaning your toilet waste, or where does it flow? Where does your water come from and things like that? All those require pipings and infrastructure connected to the land. So when you build your house, right, you can actually just connect them directly. So that is a more proper piece of residential land instead of just out of nowhere. Then you need to figure out where to tap your water source. It's a huge hassle. Besides that, then you need to liaise with architect. You need to get an architect first. Then you need to submit your drawings. Then you need to pay. You need to get a contractor who can build up to that requirement, right? Then your structural needs a structural engineer, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer. Then if your soil is not proper and things like that, there's just a lot of things to think about. So I would suggest, if you have no interest or no experience on construction, right, might as well just go to a developer and get one. So my advice, Shan, as a 19-year-old boy, I think it's good that you try to push your dad to actually get a new house. But my take is, buying a house sometimes it's really costly and it's very complicated in terms of a father, because he will need to think of where he needs to work, where you guys go to school, and how are you guys going to travel to uni. I think that's the main thing. So if you guys travel a bit further, there's no LRT access, then you guys will all need a car, then more money will come out from his pocket lah. And then a lot more, so like where's the nearest shopping mall so you guys can hang out, and where does your friend live, and where are you from at this currently. So all these kind of things we need to go through your dad's thought process. Maybe do not push too hard, because now property is kind of like a buyer's market, meaning buyer has more say. And if he's really interested in Tropicana Aman, you can actually go Eco Sanctuary and take a look. You can also go IJM or Gamuda 25/7 in the proximity. Or if you want slightly older corner lots that your father would wish to turn up a bit bigger or renovate a bit bigger, then there's still a lot of options nearby. Kota Kemuning area, Bukit Rimau area. I like Bukit Rimau. I really love Bukit Rimau. So I think that's all. I hope this clarifies your question, and thanks for sending your email, man. 19 years old, dude. I don't know what I was doing at 19. Okay, I think that's all. Shan, thank you very much. Ciao.